Hello everyone, welcome back to Vlogmas 2025 in the BDX Picker channel. I am Chris. We're going to go through another day in my life of reselling. Pull a couple orders that have sold for me, talk about some of the listings that I'm doing today or I've done today, and things that I will do. I don't know, I might be done for the day, but anyway. It's not raining, so for those of you that get annoyed by the rain sound, you don't have to worry about that. So that's good news. I have listed, I think, 10-ish things or so today. I came across this stack of free Harley catalogs. Well, I went to this garage sale and everything was too expensive, but I asked him how much this stack of catalogs was, and he said it was free. He just wanted somebody to get some use out of it. I had already sold 3 of them, the only 3 that I had listed, for 20 bucks about a month ago. So I'm finally listing the rest of them, or at least a big chunk of them. I have a horrible method for storing these right now, but this is the stack right here. I think, they'll probably sell eventually, hopefully in the next 6 months. At least the majority of them will. And then I have this stack here still left to list. Right here. Not exactly certain if I'm going to list all of them, because a few of them are pretty slow sellers. But I think grand total, everything will come out to like $120 to $150, so not bad for free. Definitely like that. I've listed 5-ish more Transformers, and I knew that it was not going to be a great buy, but I think we can officially say it's a bad buy. It's definitely a bad buy from profit, but I knew that going into it. It was really to get good inventory to substitute with some of the slow-moving inventory, like the catalogs, like the pins. Anyway, we've hashed over this many times if you've been following along in the last week or so. So, either way, so far I'm averaging about 5 sales a day, 4 to 5 sales a day, which is pretty good for this part-time gig of mine. I would like to... The dollar amount on a lot of the sales is lower than I'd like, so as I've said, and I think maybe you've heard said before, I don't really care about the volume. Volume doesn't necessarily mean much because you could sell 100 items for $2 each, right? And that's only $200, or you could sell one item for $200. Obviously, it's the average price of the item that really matters. So, I'm curious what my average sales price for the month is because I feel like it's been down. So, these are the kinds of numbers that you don't want to necessarily get too bogged down in. I mean, you can just analyze your numbers forever, and it's just not necessarily a good thing. But because if you spend all your time just analyzing the numbers, it just comes back to you really need to focus on listing. Okay, so my average sales price per item this month is $41.07, so that's okay. My quantity sold for the month is 52. And my total sales are $2,135.88. At least that's what's on eBay. And then, I've had a handful of sales on Poshmark and one on Mercari. So, we're not too much more than that. Let's just say 2,200 total for the month as of middle of the day, December 10th. I think part of this exercise that I'm doing where I'm pulling orders, well, I'm filming daily. I always pull orders daily, but it makes me hyper analyze how the business is going. And like I just said, I don't think that's a good thing. So I feel like I'm getting nervous and doing things that probably aren't necessary, like this big buy that I did where I spent $550 on the Transformers. Just not a good buy. I tried to get it for $450, and if I'd got it for $450, that would have been much better. Well, would have been better profit-wise. But where I'm going with this, and I hope you're sticking with me, is sometimes we just, if you're anything like me, you start to microanalyze, and it really ultimately comes down to good inventory, good prices, buying good inventory, buying it for a good price, and listing regularly. That's what the secret to this eBay success is. You know, good pictures, good titles, all of that jazz. This first item sold. I've had this for quite some time, so I am glad to have it go out the door. It's a Kershaw pocket knife, just a little guy. I don't remember what I paid for it, but $14 free shipping on that, so not too bad. I finally sold a new, well, I only have 7 listed, so it's not like it's that crazy, but I sold one of my new Transformers, new in the package Transformers. I think this was my second most valuable one. It's back here behind several other things. It's Scourge is his name. And here's what he looks like right here. This is Transformers Rise of the Beasts Studio Series Scourge. $58 plus shipping. It's interesting, these Hasbro or Transformers toys anyway. I don't know, maybe Hasbro does that on other series, but they're plastic-free packaging except for tape and glue, so there's no plastic in the packaging, which is neat. But then that makes me realize I need to probably bubble wrap these a little bit more to protect them, since it's just free floating basically in that box. So $58 plus shipping on that. So that means I've sold 2 Transformers now. I've only got $93 back on my buy. I think this might be the last of my Calvin Klein. You know, I'm really nervous that I already sold this. Oh, thank goodness. I was really, really nervous that I'd already sold these, because I think I sold some on Poshmark somewhat recently. But this is a 4-pack of Calvin Klein pantyhose. Picked these up for $4, $1 total. And those sold for $33.24, free shipping. I think that was a little offer that I had sent out. So, like I said, I think that was the last of my Calvin Klein pantyhose, but that was a good pickup. Really glad I came across those. And then I think I had, I don't know, 16-ish total, and I sold all of them for right around $10 or more each. Okay. Sold a pair of snowboard bindings. Came out of the storage unit auction. Not in very good condition. Sims brand. And had these listed for $35, but took an offer for $25. They are Sims Link snowboard bindings. I did my best to clean them up, but they are still just not looking great. But still, $25 plus shipping on those. So my goal for the rest of the day, I'm going to get these items shipped out. I don't have too much time left because I have real work to do. I have dinner this evening to get to, so, you know, life stuff. One thing that is just perpetually... That's really bendy. One thing that's perpetually an issue is just this place is messy. Messy. So I'd love to not have such a mess, but I'm just not good at organizing spaces, so we'll leave it as it is. But I'd love to clean some things up. One reminder that I have for y'all, I did this yesterday, is I was about ready to order a few items off of Amazon for Christmas presents. And then it occurred to me, why not order them from eBay? Obviously, duh. So all 3 items that I was going to order off of Amazon, or Target, I think was the other one, I ordered off of eBay. Same price, if not cheaper. You just want to make sure, of course, that you're going to get them shipped to you in time. Amazon, you don't usually have to worry about that with the 2-day shipping, or however long it usually takes to get to you. But same day in many cases. But I just made sure that either the places were local, or it said it was going to get here in time. But yeah, buy your Christmas presents on eBay. Especially if you're an eBay reseller, why not? You know, as many as you can, support your fellow eBay resellers. So I was very happy to do that. I think I spent a grand total of, $320 last night. So if nothing else, I felt like I've reinvested into the eBay community and felt good about that. So, anywho, short video for today. Don't really have any remarkable insights other than don't overanalyze your business. That can definitely hurt. I apologize for some of the editing issues I've had with my videos. Yesterday, I released one in the last 4 minutes. Was in super high speed. You couldn't hear it. Definitely not a professional editor, but thank you all for sticking along with me on this journey. Thanks so much for watching in general. Like this video if you did. Subscribe to my channel. Good luck with everything out there. We'll end the spiel early. Talk to you later. We'll catch you later on the next video. Bye-bye. Or talk to me. Whatever you want to do.